Hi guys, and welcome back to another Skyrim mod update video. Today we have another 5 mods to go over the game as usual. Not many big mods out, but we have 5 to go over. Today's video is all recorded on Xbox One X. I've been testing it out and I must admit it is very smooth. Even with so many mods installed and being in a heavy performance area like the Rift with all these graphic mods, there is no drop in frame rate at all, which is a big difference from my game on the original Xbox. I was a bit unsure how it would improve using the Xbox One X's extra power, but so far I'm very impressed. A lot of the details are much sharper as well with that high dynamic range, and to be honest, the thing I noticed the most different is like the ground textures and the grass and things like that. I've made a couple of changes to the game as well, changed my character, got rid of some of the mods I didn't really need, like ZZJ's wardrobe, the Gladius sword, and lanterns of Skyrim, as I wanted to get back to using some more vanilla gear instead. The first mod I want to go over today is the Scottish, like me, basket hilt broadswords, and this one, like all good mods, comes with a very cool piece of lore to add immersion to the weapons, so I'm going to read what it says for you guys. In Tamriel, basket hilt broadswords originated in the Colovian Highlands. The Nordsmiths there used their incredible skills to combine metals and techniques from other cultures with traditional Nord crafting practices to create a sword almost on par with the Akaviri katanas. While Nords typically favour heavy two-handed weapons, the steep, often rocky terrain of the Colovian Highlands creates the need for a quality one-handed weapon. This enables users to better keep their footing and not have to overcommit on a swing with their weapon. The basketed hilt broadsword is lighter weight and stronger than a traditional sword of the same material, and is so well balanced that the wielder is faster and lighter on their feet as well. As word of the revolt against the Empire and the Thalmor in Skyrim spread, Nordsmiths began manufacturing and selling more of these swords to their brothers in Skyrim, sometimes even smuggling them in with Khajiit caravans. Rumour has it, they've even trained some of the smiths in Skyrim in the art of crafting their remarkable blades. At the Skyforge, you can now craft this beautiful sword in any material you want: rusty iron, original iron, steel, silver, orcish, dwarven, Nordic, Skyforge steel, which looks the same as Damascus steel, glass, Stalrim, ebony, daedric, and dragon bone. All the swords are fully craftable, temperable, and enchantable, and they have also had all vanilla magic variants created for them, even the silent moon option for iron and steel variants. So essentially, you can enchant them with whatever you want. They've been added to the level list for merchants, townfolk encounters, and chests. Anywhere there's a chance of a vanilla sword, there's a chance of finding one of these swords. They will appear a bit less often than vanilla swords, however, as they're supposed to be a little rare, but you can find them pretty much everywhere across Skyrim. Stat-wise, the swords are typically 1 point lighter and do 1 point more damage than their vanilla counterparts. They also have a speed rating of 1.15, which puts them dead in the middle of a sword and a dagger, so they're slightly stronger, slightly lighter, and faster than any of the vanilla counterparts. Lastly, they have a 5% chance higher than the normal swords to do critical hit as well. The aim here was to add weapons that were exceptional quality to the game, but remain relatively balanced. And overall, what can I say? We've not seen much of these type of broadswords in Skyrim, and with this mod, you have a lot of detail, a lot of work has gone into it, so I highly recommend that you check it out. Next up we have our first PS4 mod. It's just a small game tweak to an individual game item, and here goes. Wedding Ring tweaks makes changes to the wedding ring, or the bond of matrimony as it's called in game, and you can equip it simultaneously with other rings now where you couldn't before. You cannot disenchant it anymore. And finally, you and your spouse will not be able to sell their wedding rings in the game. Today's third mod is a follower called Mercy Follower. She is not based on Mercy from Overwatch, that's according to the creator, but she is a mage who specializes in healing magic, so there is definitely a similarity there. To find her, search the sprawling Solitude markets, and when you do recruit her, she will do whatever she can to protect you. Or at least that's what she's supposed to do. She will use destruction magic to deal damage, and she uses aqua magic there, so that's water spells. She will also use a combination of scripted healing, which has been added, and vanilla spells that are already in the game. Her scripted healing has its pros and cons. She will only use destruction magic until enemy health is below 50%. She uses scripted healing on the player only and not any other NPC. For vanilla healing, she will heal you and allies in combat though. So she's not perfect, but better than any other healing follower in the game, since I guess there are none. For stats, she's good at alteration, destruction, conjuration, sneak, and of course restoration. And in her inventory, she comes with no gear, so I gave her some mage robes. And overall, she is just a really cool follower. The only issue I had was she didn't really use much healing on me, so for me so far she's more of a destruction mage than a healing mage, but still a nice mod overall. She is powerful in combat, but hopefully we get to see her use a lot more healing in the game. Our next mod is another simple game tweak. This one replaces wolf pelt loot from dead werewolves with werewolf pelt. It's just a small immersive alteration to Skyrim. Well, that just leaves us with our final mod, and it's called Vivid Landscape Castle Volkihar. Since we are on the new Xbox One X, it's a nice mod to showcase off some of those new textures, and Castle Volkihar is pretty good already, but this mod just pushes it a bit extra in the way that it looks. All the wood in the castle has been retextured, stone in the floors and walls have been remade, and I have to say they do look amazing. There are loads of different kinds of floor in Castle Volkihar, so there's a bunch of slabs, cobblestones, and a lot more floor textures and other things on the floor like rugs. And they all do look really good now, and they are very high quality. Wooden doors are improved, bridges and the banisters have all had their stone textures replaced. There's blood on the floor, tables and around the castle, and all that's been improved as well. Stairs, rugs, candles, and pretty much everything inside the castle, in every room, has been altered. A big mod at 51 megabytes for a single structure, but if you spend a lot of time here, I definitely think it's worth getting. And if you're not totally convinced, it also covers some of the exterior of the castle as well. So the walls, the bridge, the gates, the doors, and even all the shrines and statues and other stuff on the outside areas has all been retextured. So a very nice mod and a perfect one for showcasing the game on the new Xbox One X. Anyway, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave a like below, guys. The support is greatly appreciated on the channel, so that would be really awesome. Subscribe if you're new around for similar videos to this one, and I will catch you guys next time with a brand new video.